I want to start this off by showing my gratitude towards my family. The amount of patience and grace that they have all shown me, especially during times where I did not deserve it, is appreciated more than I can ever express in words. Making those videos a year ago was a betrayal against our family, and I have to take full accountability for it.
Wait, before you finish watching the video, I need you to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can be notified when we drop the next video. Your support is greatly appreciated. King Messiah.
And I have to take full accountability for it. Why I made the videos and how I was feeling at the time when I made them is irrelevant. I made them and I shouldn't have, period. My family did not deserve the backlash that they received from what I said. Having a life's resume with your family as the one in the family who simply just can't get right, and then finally doing what you're supposed to be doing, didn't give me the right to feel self-righteous when I felt like they didn't notice. My mother and Sydney were very justified to address my mental health condition at the time. I just simply didn't like it. Taking accountability can be hard if I allow it to be. I want to start this off by showing, bottom line, I was wrong, and I shouldn't have said any of what I said. I should have just kept my mouth shut and called my mother. Having that family discussion was hard, and it felt like I spiritually got jumped, but at the end of the argument, my family did pick me up and give me a hug. The love my mother has for her family and the way that she loves life is a testament to her husband. It's a very humbling experience when your little brothers have a valid reason to want to punch their older brother in the face. But it was my brothers who had the idea for us to have their conversation in person, which would prevent me from running from it. And even after they heard all the shit I put our mother through, they still gave me a hug, told me they love me, and then we laughed for the rest of the weekend. Who they are as men and who they are becoming as men is also a testament to the caliber of man Sydney is and has always been since I've known him. My mother wakes up every day with a smile on her face and nothing but joy to give, and I take full accountability once again for taking that relationship away from my children. Now, watching her take pride in making my son's baby food from scratch, to baking chickpea chocolate chip cookies with my daughter, to being with me the first time my son went underwater in the pool, makes me so happy to have been so wrong before. Life does have a way of showing up for you, even when you don't want it to. Making the decision to go no contact with my family hurt me more than I could have ever imagined, which in turn trickled down to me not being the best man, father, and future husband that I could be for my family. For those that use my words as a way to further a narrative that my mother is difficult to work with, that her husband is controlling, or that she is anything like the character that she portrayed in Precious, I also apologize to my mother for the things that you said about her. If it wasn't for me running my mouth, y'all wouldn't have ran yours. For those that left comments telling me that at the time I should not have been saying what I was saying, I appreciate you for holding me accountable. Whew. I owe it to my family to make this apology public, due to the fact that I made our family business public. Though the road to family redemption is hard, I'm looking forward to it. For those that showed me support at the time, but also put up prayers for us to work it out, thank you. Now, these are some receipts that I'm very happy to share. Thank you for listening. But to address the Club Shay Shay interview that she did where she states that she prays to the universe in regards to reconciling our relationship, as I stated, is odd. My mother and I both know that that is a very false narrative, and I would like to free her of having to continue telling that lie. Faith without work is dead, and neither one of us cares to put forth any effort to reconcile with the other. We are separate, as she put it, because she doesn't care to be my mother any more than I care to be her son. Neither one of us has had the desire to reach out to the other in a very long time, and I don't think that either of us anticipates that feeling ever returning. Speaking with my mother directly in my experience will either lead to some odd newfound moment of clarity in regards to how she was as my mother, or she retreats back to daddy to move forward with a conversation. And I'm tired of hearing my mother's truths.
Well, there you have it. Nothing more respectful and honorable than a son who can admit that he was in violation, who can admit that he did something that was really just disrespectful and foul. I think it takes an honorable man to admit his wrongs and his faults publicly. Like he said, he went online and bashed his mother publicly, and it was only right for him to uplift and build her up and show the world the mother that she truly is. Now, no one is perfect. Of course, Monique has gone through her trauma. She's gone through her issues, and she's, brought that for the world to acknowledge and see. She isn't hiding from her trauma. That's one thing about Monique everyone can relate to. She seems like the auntie that, just keeps it real. She went through some real traumatic things with her mother, and I'm just glad that Monique is vindicated and freed of that narrative that, oh, she's a bad mother. Look what her own son said about her. Her own son doesn't even claim her and disowns her. And people use that narrative to try to transfer that to her professional career. I told you she's difficult to work with. That's why no one wants to work with her if her own son doesn't even acknowledge and respects her. So her son had to clear the record. Her son had to just vindicate and free her name. A person sometimes is, your name is all you have. And if your name is ran through the mud, and if your name is disrespected, especially by the ones you love most, your son, your daughter, it just hits different. If a stranger runs your name through the mud, hey, it has no effect. They're a stranger. They don't know you. They're a troll. But if your biological son or daughter runs your name through the mud, it hits different. It cuts different. Hey, I want to know, what is your take on this topic? Do you feel like Monique is one of the goats of comedy, one of the greatest female comics of all time? Do you feel like Monique doesn't get her flowers nearly as much as she should? I need to know it. This is King Messiah. Drop it in the comment section. Continue to help us build this page. And I appreciate your love. Peace.
I want to start this off by showing my gratitude towards my family. The amount of patience and grace that they have all shown me, especially during times where I did not deserve it, is appreciated more than I can ever express in words. Making those videos a year ago was a betrayal against our family, and I have to take full accountability for it. Why I made the videos and how I was feeling at the time when I made them is irrelevant. I made them, and I shouldn't have, period.